Good morning. This is Deanna with Stampin' Dee Dee's here in very hot Denton, Texas, but coming to you from the comfort of my studio. And I hope that you have found a comfortable place to sit back and watch this video. This Facebook Live is all about turtle friends. Turtle friends. This is the cutest stamp set, and you know, it really is for adults as much as it's for children. Really, the 3 cards I made to send to an adult. So it's not necessarily a stamp set just for children. And then the punch that goes with it punches out the turtle, and I do not know what these 2 dots that it punches out. I don't know what those are for. If anybody knows, let me know, because I'd love to know. So the Facebook, the July monthly class to go is a Turtle Friends class to go. So for your $35, which is what every class to go is, for your $35 you will receive Turtle Friends stamp set. You will receive a half of a package, which is this amount right here, a half of a package of the Brights DSP, and I'm trying to spread it out for you so you can kind of see the different patterns here. All the Brights colors, which are just these gorgeous, cheerful colors. Okay, that's about the best I'm going to be able to do, I think. But here's one side of the paper, and you can see the subtle patterns in each one. And then here's the other side of the paper. So you receive this much paper, the Turtle Friends stamp set, and one package, and this is a used package, I could have gotten a new one, of the Rhinestone Basic Jewels, which I use on these cards. Plus, you get 6 card kits, 2 each, of 3 designs, a PDF tutorial, and photos. All of that for $35. Then, if you want to add on the punch, that's an additional $18, which is the cost of the punch, and I cover the shipping. So, if you want it mailed to you, that's an additional $8 for priority mail. And all of that is your July stamp set, your July class to go. All right, so I'm going to show you the 3 cards that will be included in your kit. This is the first one. Happy birthday, and on the shell it says it's time to celebrate, and inside it says you are totally loved. Isn't that cute? So this is actually the one we're going to make today. And then this one, this is using the ice cream paper, sweet ice cream paper. And it says, again, it's time to celebrate. Happy birthday. And there's not an inside on this one. So the stamp set has the large turtle, which the punch punches out. But it also has 2 smaller turtles and a bird and a hat. Lots of stamps. It's got the I don't know, streamers. And then the third one is this one right here. In fact, I made one of these for my husband to give to a friend, whose birthday was earlier this week. It says, happy belated birthday. Sorry I was so slow. Isn't that cute? And these are this card uses these little bushes from Wildcats. And then this is from Forever Fern. And this is from Wildcats too. So just a little bit of greenery added in. All right. So those are the 3 cards that you will receive complete kits for, except of course the turtle, the stamping, the sentiments, because that will all be included in your Turtle Friends set. But this is the one that we're going to make today. And by the way, today is free shipping day. Free shipping today, all day. So if there's anything you've got on your wish list, today's the day to get it. And if you do that, and you don't have a demonstrator already, would you please use this host code. Using the host code allows me to use the Stampin' Rewards from the order to purchase the extra supplies that I need to put your kits together. So it just assigns it to this particular workshop, and this code has been a good code for all month. So I'll have a new code for July. So for the Turtle Friends, for the monthly class to go, I'll be using a new code. But this is the code. If you're ordering today to take advantage of free shipping, please use this code. All right, we're ready to make this card. So let's do it. The card as a Blackberry Bliss card base. Let me get the envelope over here. And then it has a strip of the brights, the pink from the brights paper. I don't remember which. Let me see if I can real quickly find. I don't even see my book. There it is. Okay. Let me see if I can real quickly find. I should have done this ahead of time. Brights. All right. This is Melon Mambo. This particular color is Melon Mambo. And then you'll need another piece of basic white that is cut with Stitch So Sweetly dies, the Sweetly Stitch dies, which I have right here. Stitch So Sweetly. It's these dies, and I think I used the second die maybe. I use these dies all the time. So, using those. And then another piece of white for the sentiment. And I think, let's see. I need another piece of white, just a scrap of white, and I keep my scraps, my white scraps in here. And let's see, I need a scrap for the turtle and a scrap for party hat. Alright, so now I think we're ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and adhere the Melon Mambo DSP to the Blackberry Bliss card frame. And by the way, this is cut so that it opens up. It's a vertical card, so it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then you that's for the inside, and then you score it at 5 1/2. All right, here we go. We're going to put that right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my stamping. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my background piece ready. So for that, I'm going to use the streamers, and I'm going to get a piece of scratch paper. And I'm going to use the same colors that I used for the turtle. So I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss and Gorgeous Grape and Melon Mambo. Let's see. Oh, nope. I'm going to use polished pink. I'm going to use polished pink. It blends with the Melon Mambo, and that's the blends that I use to color with. So, all right, here we go. So first of all, I'm going to stamp a Blackberry Bliss streamer. Let me move it this way. I've got that all over my paper. So, move it down. I'm trying to get where I can see. Alright. Blackberry Bliss. And I'm going to need to clean my stamp So let me get my chamois out. Right here. Clean my stamp. I use the chamois, and you can tell this is so well used. But all you have to do is go wash off. And then I'll use polished pink. I'll do that next. There's that. Clean my stamp. And use the Gorgeous Grape last of all. Okay. Uh-oh. I got a piece of... Yeah, I did. That's okay. Alright, so then I'm going to clean my stamp again and come back with my polished pink, and I'm going to stamp off and then come behind this just to give a shadow effect. And so I'm going to set my polished pink aside now, and next I'm going to do my Gorgeous Grape, stamp off, and I'm trying to kind of go in between, clean my stamp, set that aside, find a place to set, and come back with my Gorgeous Grape, stamp off, and go right there. Alright, there we go. So we've got our streamers done. I'm wetting my shim just a little bit. Make it a little bit easier to use. Alright, so I'm done now with my streamers. So I'm going to put them back in my stamp case because I got ready for a workshop Saturday, and I've used all my stamp blocks to get ready for this workshop. And so I only had a few stamp blocks left. So I'm having to switch out some. I normally have more than enough, but I used a lot of stamp blocks for this upcoming workshop. Alright. Okay. Alright. And the next thing we need to do then is do our turtle. We'll set this guy aside and get our scraps and stamp the turtle in Blackberry Bliss. So I'll get him stamped. And I'm using a mat under my stamp, and even doing that, now I'm going to have to get it right because I missed his nail a little bit. Well, you know what? Let's try this again. Get it over my finger. Alright, let's try this one again. And see if I can't get the whole thing. There. Better. That's better. Alright. You know, that happens. And that's why we're able to just turn it over and go again. Alright. So now we're going to do the shell in Gorgeous Grape. But I'm going to stamp off the shell. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to stamp it off first so that it's a little bit lighter. So we've got our shell. We'll ink it up with Gorgeous Grape. Stamp it off once. Oops. I don't know. I think because I'm, I don't know why I'm not getting things inked up well. Alright, now we're going to stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp it here, and you just center it inside the turtle shell, and we've got it. There it is. Isn't that great? Clean my stamp, put it away, And next we're going to do the Let's Celebrate. And we're going to do that in Blackberry Bliss. I want it to show up, and that's why I stamped off the shell, so it would show up. Okay, hopefully I've got that inked up enough. It's time to celebrate. There we go. It's time to celebrate. Isn't it cute? I used this stamp on 2 of the cards, but not on the 3rd one. So, alright, so we're through with that. And next, we're going to color in. Well, let me go ahead and stamp the party hat, and I'm going to do that in Blackberry Bliss. And I'll do it right up here, because we're just going to fussy cut that. I know. Some of you do not want to hear that word. And you know what? If you don't want to fussy cut it, you don't have to put a hat on his head. Or you can stamp it onto the background. It won't, then it won't stand out. But hey, your choice. Your choice. It's not a hard thing to fussy cut. So, and I like to have the flexibility of having more things available than just my stamps. So, alright, so we are going to use the Gorgeous Grape Stampin' Blends to color in this turtle. And I'm going to use the light. So I'm just going to start around him. And I like to do the edges first because I tend to go out if I'm not really, really careful. So get the edges done. And be careful around the eye, because you don't want to get that in the eye. You want his eye to really stand out. Okay? And then I'm going to come around here. And I'm going to do his nails in the polished pink. Her nails. It's her nails, right? But if you want it to be a guy, if it's for a guy, just do the nails black. Do the feet black. Alright. And I noticed on this one, I did not color in around the shell. You can, if you want to. So set this aside, get my dark Highland Heather. Do the, I'm going to do a little bit of shadowing. Just a little bit under the mouth. Under the eye, just a little bit, along under the shell. Just gives, you know, a little bit of depth, a little bit of dimension to it, right there, just a dot right there. Now, I'm going to come back in and just blend over that just a little bit, just to pull the color down a little bit, blend the line in. You want it to still look darker, to have that shadow, but you don't want a line necessarily. And as it dries, it will blend in. Okay. I think we got it. Alright, and now it's time for the nails. And I'll use the pointed end to get these colored in. Isn't that cute? And while I have this one out, the party hat, I just used the light and the dark. And I used the Gorgeous Grape for the little ball at the top. You can use whatever colors, in fact, whatever colors you want to do this card in. If you don't have these exact colors, you can make do with what you've got. Alright, got that. Got the Gorgeous Grape. And now we're ready to fussy cut. Well, let me punch our turtle out first. Upside down. Put him in here. Get him. I need I should have used a post-it note. Let's see if I can get him straight without that. Almost. There we go. We got him. There he is. And for the little party hat, I'm going to cut him out and be ready to go. Remember, with fussy cutting, you don't turn your scissors, you turn the paper. You can either choose to leave a little bit of a white rim like your punch does, or you can cut it right up snug to the image if you want to. It gives you the freedom to do that. And I'm leaving just the tiniest bit of white space, but there'll probably be a point in here in which I won't leave the white space because I'll cut too close. But that's okay. That's okay. You could also, if you didn't want to color this in, you could stamp it on your pattern paper and you'd have it ready made. Then you could color in the little bonbon on top if you wanted to. Alright, so we've got our turtle, we've got our hat. I'm going to stamp a shadow at the bottom of this with crumb cake, because we don't want our turtle standing in midair. We want to give him a little bit of space, a little bit of something to stand on, and I'm going to stamp it off. There we go. There's the shadow. And then we need the happy birthday, and I need the Blackberry Bliss for that. Here it is. Happy birthday. Okay. And I've got this piece right here. And I'm going to stamp the happy birthday in the middle so that I can trim it down. Stamp it right. But I'm going to stamp it toward the bottom. Middle of the bottom. And that way, when I trim it, all I have to trim is the top. Clean my stamp. Set it aside. Put the Blackberry Bliss away because we are, well, actually we're not done with it. Because on the inside, we want to use one of the little turtles and stamp it and put it on the block. We're going to stamp it right here in the corner. Just to make something to catch the eye. And then we're also going to stamp, "You are turtly loved." Isn't that cute? You are turtly loved. We're going to stamp that on the inside. So let me arrange it on the block. Use the Blackberry Bliss. Stamp it right here. I better make sure I get this straight. You are totally loved. There we go. And now it's ready for you to write your own sentiment inside. You know, people would much rather have a card where you have written your heart on the inside than a Hallmark saying that somebody else wrote. Now, true, you picked it out and paid a pretty penny for it, but how much more special if you have written it in yourself. And so you have room to do that on the inside. All right, we're done. We're ready to get our sentiment cut down and put our card together. So I'm just going to trim this down to a narrower strip. A little bit more. Put it up here where you can see me. There we go. Now, it's more the size that I want. And I'm going to banner the ends. In fact, on this one, I'm not going to banner the ends. I'm going to make it, let's see here. I'm going to make it wobbly-gob, just to give it a little more playfulness. Oh, I'm going to do that. All right, we're ready to put our card together. We'll get our base back out. We're going to put our Stitch So Sweetly with Stampin' with Dimensionals. I think I have enough left on this one, because you want it to have support all the way around. So, takes more dimensionals on a big piece like this. I just need one more, and look at that, there's just 2 left on that sheet. All right, and get these off. That one didn't come off. Okay. Throw those away. Whoops, looks like that one didn't come off. Okay. We're going to position this right in the center. Make sure it's opening up the right way. I would do that. I would put it in upside down in a heartbeat. All right, and now our little turtle. We'll use our last 2. Oh, I have 3 left on him. Yeah, put it over here. Put one on his head, one on his shell, and then I'm going to use the little minis on his feet. One there, one there. Okay, now we're ready to put him on. Set him right on the ground. We're going to use a little mini on his hat. And you don't want it right at the bottom because you want to set it on his head. So there we have that. And the birthday, happy birthday, goes on with dimensionals. Give another thing of big dimensionals. Nope. Started a new one. Put one on the end, each end. Get the happy birthday on at an angle to give it a party. And then the last thing we want to do is with our rhinestone gems. I'm going to close my Blackberry Bliss, set it aside. So the nice thing about these is you can color them to whatever color you want, whatever matches your project, which is what I have done. Let me see. Let me find. Yeah. So I did 3 of them. I'm going to do the other 2 now. It's so easy to color them. You know what? I'm going to do it with the dark Highland Heather. Go over that. Because I did those with the Highland Heather. Now, you do have to be careful because it takes them a minute to dry. And if you don't give them time to dry, then you end up getting a blotch on your project, and you don't want to do that. So that's why I did these 3 ahead of time. I'm going to use 5 on this card, but we're going to put 1 right here on the sentiment. We'll put a couple up here on the, let's see, 1 right up here. And then we'll put 2 down here, but I'm going to give these a chance to dry. So, I don't want to mess up this card. So there it is, minus, oh wait, no, we have to put the inside, and let's see, did I color it in? I did. I colored it in with my blends, and I don't, oh, you know what I did? I used the little shell. So let's use the little shell again. The little guy has a shell too, which makes it so cute. Normally I would use a very small block, but they're all ready for the workshop Saturday. So I don't have a small block available. There we go. The danger you run with the big blocks is it leaves a lot of space to get ink on the block. Whereas if you have a small block, you don't run that risk as easily. So I got it a little bit down, but you know what? That's all right. This is the dark. I want the light. And I'm just going to color him in real quick. Be a little bit careful with him because we're not punching him out. So if I go out, I go out. Which I could do. I could very easily do. I don't remember, did I? No, I just used the dark color for his toes. Him colored in. I didn't shade the little one. I didn't take the time to do that. I just used the dark on his toes. Alright. Now we're ready to go. So we'll use our Stamp and Seal. To get this put on the inside, the cute, cute inside. Make sure I've got it centered and straight. All right. There is our card ready to send to somebody. And to me, it's perfect for an adult as well as a child. So, I hope you've enjoyed watching the Turtle Friends card put together. I hope you'll want to do the July class of the month and be able to get the card kits to make all 3 of these cute, cute cards. Oops, a bug. Not the bug, just the cards. All right. I hope if you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you're watching this live, I've been so busy I haven't even checked to see. I see my husband is on here and Kay is on here. Good morning, good morning. Oh, it looks like it. It looks like the garble came through again. I don't know. I don't understand that. I'm still trying to figure that out. So, thank y'all for watching. And if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment and let me know. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them for you. Have a great 4th of July coming up. God bless you.